In the previous bear market, Amazon stock plunged roughly 95%. And after reaching a bottom, it then continued on to soar approximately 57,000%. And as we often say in crypto, if you cannot stomach the 10% or even 90% pullbacks, you do not deserve the 10,000% plus gains. What is up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. Like and sub if you want daily crypto news, and let's dive right into this one. So we will be reviewing the XRP price chart, maybe a few other assets, and then covering some news high level. And I'll also be asking some hard to ask or hard to answer questions in this video, so be sure to stick around. First things first, we did have this news. Crypto exchange web traffic hit 530 million visitors in April. Now, this is the highest level of traffic since we've seen, essentially since January 2018 at the peak of the previous bull run a couple years ago. And really quick, we actually have this bar graph with these exact figures plotted. So again, 530 million visitors in January 2018, the peak of the previous bull run, and now we are approaching these same figures in April 2021, just last month, at that same exact value. All eyes are on the chart. Of course, Ethereum continues to push on from 2K to 3K to 4K. If this baby goes to 5K potentially, and I know I've seen some analysts discussing 10K this cycle, oh baby, I will be very bullish. I do believe that many alts in particular, such as XRP, have yet to blast through their all-time high. I believe in the retracements. I believe in this bull cycle, and that is just my opinion. This is one man's opinion, not financial advice, guys. Please be accountable for your own decisions. Do not invest more than you can afford to lose. At the end of the day, you're going to do what you want. I'm going to do what I want. But again, I just feel responsible. So I wanted to point that out. But okay, so remember, the total stock market, global stock market, is over 100 trillion with the T, which is pretty absurd. We even have this right here. Crypto exchange leaves stock market in the dust. We can see right here, Binance said that its spot and derivative transactions in the last 24 hours reached a new all-time high of $168 billion. Well, what's the big deal? This amount exceeded the amount of transactions on the Chinese stock market. That is a massive economy, one of the BRICS nations that we will be watching. And of course, all eyes are on BNB as well. Now, interestingly enough, the cryptocurrency market, despite it pulling back, despite, emotions being down today for some assets, that haven't pumped, XRP doing a little pullback, big deal, Doge kind of, taking a little breather, but still up 16% on the 7-day. Guys, the crypto market is at $2.4 trillion. Why am I not freaking out? Why can I do videos every day when I'm relatively calm? Well, let's actually just take a look. So 2.4 trillion, and let's actually look at where we were just last year. And I want to paint a very big picture to you guys and remind you, unless you're day trading and scalping, get off the 30-minute chart, get off the 4-hour chart, sit back, kick back, and wait for targets to be hit. And I did like in the beginning of this video just using this example of Amazon with that 95% drop and pullback, because that is something that we are very, very used to in the cryptocurrency market shortly after. And of course, this is a period of years, but as we know, the cryptocurrency market, a single year in the crypto market is almost like 5 to 10 years in the stock market. Things move very quickly. The opportunity is there. Now, keep in mind this, approximately 57,000% increase. And just like any market, guys, remember, they have to pull back in order to shoot up and get that next level. Just like a frog crouching. I know I've seen those corny quotes. Remember, it has to crouch and then shoot. Comes back down, shoots again and again and again. Yet again, we are creating higher highs and higher lows, and the market is climbing. Now, it's also cool to see that ETH has actually surpassed the price of Amazon as well. Now, I'd like to show you the total cryptocurrency market cap. Now, keep in mind, today we are at about $2.37 trillion, $2.4 trillion. Now, just last year, let's even measure from May 1st, 2020. We're just going to see how far we've come. Well, everybody's screaming that we're going to zero. We've still gone up an 800% increase. So when in doubt, zoom out. Now, let's actually zoom out a little bit, and I want to show you something else that's interesting. Now, let's just throw a fib retracement. I could do a trend-based fib, but I just want to keep it simple. So swing high, swing low, and look where we went to absolute perfection. The 3618, guys. And yet people tell me that Fibonacci extensions and impulses do not work. I would heavily disagree. Now, of course, pinpointing it and timing it, yeah, that's the trick that I'm still trying to solve, and I don't think anybody has. But this is just what I want to show you. This beautiful cup and handle, a double bottom, which, arguably double bottom around this level, showing rejection and support. And now, coming all the way up yet again after this beautiful golden cross. Now, I'm really excited to show you this, guys. This is the Ethereum price chart next to the XRP price chart, both on the monthly. Now, I think a lot of people believe this. This is my personal opinion, that Ethereum is ahead in the pattern in alt season, just like historically it was. And of course, XRP is one of the last assets to move, and when it pumps, boy, does it fly. So we can see right here, we've blasted through this beautiful cup and handle formation, and we're already killing off. We've already essentially hit and fulfilled all of these other retracement levels, and now we're blasting through to the extensions. I'm going to turn the lights on and show you exactly why, and why I believe that XRP, this is the monthly, so don't think tomorrow, guys. Do not invest your life savings. I do a very simple thing. I buy something and I sell it at a higher price later on. What is my, advantage? I'm a lot more patient, and I'm completely cold-blooded in this market. So I'm not smarter than anybody, but I'm definitely more patient. I save like a pessimist. I invest like an optimist, just like in, the psychology of money. I'm happy my buddy recommended that to me. And essentially talking about having short-term paranoia and long-term optimism in this market. That is the best way to be an investor, looking at both sides, but still making moves accordingly. So we're going to turn the lights on. And of course, we did a trend-based fib extension from down here, this big impulse in early 2017, all the way up, and then all the way to the recent low, okay? Notice we had that double bottom, as I keep saying. And notice Ethereum, all the way from here, blasted through 50%, the 786, all these levels, and just kept going. Now, typically when I'm trading, even with just like, these fib-based trend extensions, I will typically, if I see everything's going well, it's in a nice ascending channel, good RSI, all of that, can basically bet that I'll take some profit at, the 100% retracement or the 1618, and that's on the smaller time frames. But Ethereum on the macro monthly time frame is blasted through these levels yet again in route to 5K at the 3618, and then the 4.236 is showing about 6K. So I'm very interested. Of course, we cannot just look at the chart. You have to apply the fundamentals of what's happening in this world as well. So what do we know? Well, Ethereum's, again, doing that proof of stake migration. And then also, what is it? EI, something like that, 159. So essentially going to be burning and making Ethereum a lot more deflationary. Could this go in tandem with maybe a $10,000 ETH at some point? Yes, it very well could. So I just wanted to point that out. Notice XRP is still, per this at least chart, from using the wicks on the monthly, we could do candle body and kind of compare that too, and it would make these prices a tad bit lower. But we can see right here, we're sitting at the 382 retracement, guys. For those of you that know the Fibonacci, this is one of the most common retracement levels. Well, what else does it show above? If we even copied and did the 2618 like Ethereum in the months ahead, while Flare Networks is going live, while XRP is being relisted, while the liquidity providers are turning back on, and of course, while ODL volume, the corridors are opening up yet again, that would show about a $10 XRP. Is that crazy or what? Do you know how many confluences show $10? If you guys watch Blockchain Backer, I'm sure you know, and he points it all out time and time again. And I encourage you guys to go to tradingview.com or even charts.cointrader.pro. Links are in the video description, and compare the other assets that were here in the previous bull run and see how they're reacting to their fib retracement and extension levels. So we can see XRP's at the 382. Well, maybe some other assets are all the way at the 786, and maybe some are actually blasting to the 1618. Ethereum is one of the assets that is leading the way. I think that we have a lot of gas in the tank. Also, just kind of double click the screen right here. Look at the RSI, and this is one of the indicators I'm really watching on the weekly, daily, 4-hour, just do a top-down analysis. You can see this MACD's turning up beautifully, and then this is what I always cover. It just runs sideways, and then we just go, woo, just a massive bullish continuation. It is absurd how high these assets can go. But you should not be surprised with Ethereum. If you do the fundamental analysis and you actually understand the space and you are reading the news as well, all of this is coming together in perfect timing. Preparation and opportunity meet, and they call you lucky. Okay, so now ideally for XRP, I want this RSI to get back up. So I'd like this RSI to wake back up. And a question is, and I know I'm going to get a thumbs down in this video for even talking like this, but I want to challenge you guys, because this is how I personally, and I'm sure you guys, survived the bear market. And question would be this: if XRP, so let's kind of just remove this really quick. Well, actually, no, let's just go hand in hand. If XRP did a flash crash, which I don't think it will, but I just want you guys to be prepared for that as a mental exercise. Again, we're trying to be the definition of driven here. Provided you don't panic sell, you know what you hold, that is up to you. I set targets and I await. So if it were to flash crash or even back test at the 236, or let's just turn the lights off, hit that 9 EMA, the exponential moving average right here, that orange line, and that's approximately like an 80-cent back test, even hitting these levels, would you panic sell? if we had a crazy wick like that, Bitcoin came to 30K, would you panic sell? Do you know what you hold? Do you believe in this asset class? Are you investing, or are you just trying to day trade? Me, as an investor, if I had any money, of course, I would try to buy that dip. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but these are the things I practice and prepare. Even when we were going parabolic and we're at 57 cents in April, like April 1st, and we're still almost at $1.50. I am not complaining. I know people get bored after that and you always want that next dopamine hit, but please just stay focused. I think that we still have some upside on a monthly basis, and I know that's not attractive. I'm not saying we're going to $1,000 overnight like everybody wants to hear. If we do, awesome. I'm a happy camper. I will not complain, but I just want to point that out for anybody, okay? And I also want to show you this, guys, with Amazon stock, and this is why. Now, my way may not be good for you. There's no right way, there's just your way. I have long-term holdings that I refuse to touch for several years. That's just how I'm playing this game. I also have a short-term trading bag where, of course, I'm trying to add to my US dollar stack. If I make good profits, I may even just use it to accumulate more of the current assets I feel have tremendous upside in the future. Other times I actually just hold it in my fiat bag and I'm awaiting the next bear market, whether it's in 6 months or the next few years. I will be using that to capitalize on, or I'll just be going after some other business ventures. So that's just my style. There is no right way, just your way. Now, remember, with Amazon, swing high, swing low. We blasted through even the 4.236. So again, shout out to Blockchain Backer for pointing this out. If you use the 236 as the close swing high, see how we moved it right there? You can actually gauge that next impulse level. And look, we were in this period for quite some time, just in this little parallel channel, hitting price several times. So there's no doubt about it. I also add the 4618 just because I like it, and it's also, reactive. And no wonder. I mean, these Fibonacci 618s, 236s, all they are is just adding on top of one another. Okay, that's all it is. So using the 236 as the top, swing high, swing low, blasting through, even sitting here on the 702, and then boom, getting that next leg up. Now you can do this and add on additional fibs, but I wanted to point that out. And now if we did that for XRP, we could actually, we could do the same thing. Now let's actually make the 236. So instead of showing a target of, anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks or 10 to 20 bucks, let's make it swing high here. So what would that target show? Well, anywhere from about $55 to $60 up here. Now, is that crazy? Well, we've seen VeChain do approximately a 100x since just last year alone. Dogecoin, don't even get me started, and a variety of other assets. So you tell me what's crazy, guys. I will keep my mind absolutely open. Now, I'm actually going to kind of bring it back, and we're just going to look at these other levels again quickly and just see that if we're sitting at the 382, give or take, well, what are these other levels? So let's see, the 702 is about $2.50. Got to break through all-time high, at least for this chart on Poloniex. So that's approximately, $3.50, give or take. And then the 1618 would be almost $6. So do I think that happens during this bullish cycle? Yes, but please decide for yourselves. None of us have a crystal ball. Next up, guys, I want you to pay attention to this. So Dogecoin, whether it's up or down, it is at a $63 billion market cap, along with even Litecoin creating new all-time highs. So notice, 25 bill, 60 bill, whatever these prices are, this is a lot of trapped liquidity that can interoperate with other ecosystems. I think you guys can catch what I'm throwing here, specifically with Flare Networks going live, and those coins along with XRP, XLM, and a few other assets, Gala, even the other stablecoin that we'll mention maybe in the next video. The higher the better, in my opinion. Next up, this is an absolute must-see if you guys are a newcomer to XRP and digital assets. So I want to point out something right here, kind of showing that Peter Thiel invested in Ripple years ago. No surprise. So we can see right here, Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal, along with, of course, Elon Musk, you may have heard of him, and a variety of other people they called the PayPal Mafia that later went on to found essentially LinkedIn, along with YouTube. So very big names. Look it up, the PayPal Mafia. Notice, news today from OpenCoin, a startup that today launched its own digital currency called Ripple, and that's what it was called back in the day. Now it's called specifically XRP. Now, of course, we can see some other big capital firms like Andreessen Horowitz, Lightspeed Ventures, Microsoft, etc. We can see right here, OpenCoin has also received investment from Early Stage Wing, the Founders Fund, a venture firm owned by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. So all links below if you guys want to check this out. Highly recommend it. Next up, so this is exciting, and I would absolutely be looking into this for the future, since I do plan, provided my finances allow me, to hold a portion of crypto for life. Once you break even, you get that initial investment back, or you're up 10x or whatever. I'm going to leave a portion riding for life. So that's kind of how I'm treating XRP. I've already been in a lot of profit from a lot of other alts. So XRP is more so kind of my savings account. That is not financial advice. I'm incredibly biased. I research XRP. I hold it. So please keep that in mind, guys. Just do what's best for you. But we can see right here, Now, this luxury Miami apartment, and again, Miami is one of the up and coming fintech capitals in the US, maybe along with even like Austin, Texas. So, fintech, financial technology, guys. They're now accepting crypto for condos. We can see right here, this Miami apartment will now accept crypto as a form of payment for its remaining luxury residences, including this penthouse. Look at this, for $38 million. Wow. So this firm is partnered with trading firm Solid Block, allowing potential buyers to pay in multiple cryptos, including Bitcoin and Ether. I'd be curious what other assets they will be accepting. I'm assuming, the typical Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, etc. Now, the region's most exclusive condo is already home to Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, as well as fashion blogger, don't know who that is, from Something Navy. Sorry guys, I'm not super hip. Now attempting to appeal towards crypto millionaires and billionaires attracted by Miami's Bitcoin-friendly reputation. Right here, the highest sale to date was $33 million for the penthouse condo, the same one that has just been relisted at $38 million. Wow. Right here. And also, guys, remember, we have the new mayor in Miami, and he's very, very crypto friendly, and this is bringing a lot more business there. Just like in Europe, you have Malta, Switzerland, any other country, Portugal, etc. All these crypto businesses that are worth billions of dollars are moving there because they have friendly regulation. It is a very kind jurisdiction for them to grow. And of course, there's other incentives where you can kind of get essentially, if you guys are familiar with Nomad Capitalist on YouTube, essentially kind of buying residency via investment in some areas, or bringing your business there, or buying some real estate there in order to get your passport and establish residency in these countries and take advantage of other tax incentives. So very powerful stuff. Notice this. Here's a quote. "The embrace of cryptocurrency and emerging technologies across all sectors of industry is precisely how Miami will become the city of the century," said Mayor Francis Suarez. And let's see, Arte, I guess, or maybe it's Art, but Arte is setting an important precedent, and I won't be surprised to hear similar stories in the near future, referring to other hotels accepting crypto. I know some places accept Bitcoin for purchasing vehicles and Lamborghinis, but I want them to accept other digital assets, if you know what I'm saying. So a resolution for a new crypto task force passed on May 6th, looking at the feasibility of allowing the Miami County to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment for taxes, fees, and services. Beautiful. And also there's going to be Bitcoin 2021 conference next month. And again, this article was just released on May 7th. So beautiful. Cannot wait for that. Also, just as an FYI, 74 million XRP have left Coinbase and Bittrex, moving between exchanges. Could it just be whales, or are these exchanges planning to relist XRP in the near future? And a friendly reminder, guys, all links that I actively use can be found in the video description right here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I have to work on my handwriting. Catch you later.